Let me know if you can hear me in chat. I am talking into my microphone. Please let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know in chat. Just say something in chat that you can hear my voice if you can. Okay, good. Let me tweet this out real quick, and we'll get going with the last little bit of Lich King raids here on WoW Raid-trospective. Just give me 2 seconds to pop out of here, and I will tweet and such. Okay, if everybody can hear me, that's good. We will get started shortly. Excuse me. I'm going to try to get through some of the last few raids in Icecrown Citadel, or should I say Lich King, Wrath of the Lich King. I can talk, including some of the one-offs, and then hopefully both of the whatchamacallit, Argent Crusade raid and Icecrown Citadel. Take a little time to get through all those, but we will try our best. I'm going to go pop open a fresh beer in a second here, and then after we do that, we can get started. I should probably start flying to some of these places because I don't actually have the flight pass. This is my Demon Hunter, who I just started. Hello, Demon Hunter. How are you? Oddly enough, she probably has the highest eye level of any of my characters right now, just because you get a bunch of 680 stuff as you get through the end of the Demon Hunter starting area. That's a lot of snow. I haven't seen snow in a while. Alright, let me grab a beer, and I will be right back. Yeah, somebody is saying that SummerSlam is on in 3 hours, and I know how many of you like to watch the wrestling stuff, so I will probably try to get this done by 5 o'clock my time. That'll probably mean, oh, the Argent Tournament. Speak of the devil. So I may try to get... I'll probably just try to hit to... God, I can barely talk today. I'll probably try to get Icecrown Citadel done first, and then whatever I have time for after that, we can get through. There are a few one-off raids or raids. Actually, I'll go ahead and do one of the one-off raids down here. I think Sartharion is down here. I want to say, in one of these places. That's not Sartharion. Which one's Sartharion? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Let me get my notes out too, because I do take notes about this stuff before we start. And I like to remember all the stuff that I wrote down. Actually, I don't want to remember it, that's why I write it down. Sartharion is a big dragon over here. This is one of the earliest bosses that I can remember that had this mechanic where there are 3 add-ons up here. There's Vesperon, Tenebron, and Shadron. And the key thing here is that if you kill them all, if you wander around and kill this whole, you can obviously kill everybody in this room before you go down and fight Sartharion. Sartharion will not be too hard to get out after that, or he'll be hard, but not as hard as he would be if you leave these guys up. Because each one of these guys gives him more health, I want to say, and also gives him better abilities during the boss fight. And also, as soon as you aggro him, everybody else in this fucking room comes down and helps out too. Let me know if the... Oh, did we already do this at the end of the last stream? Okay. Didn't we? I don't know if I did this. Let me know in chat if I already did this. If so, then no big deal. While we figure that out, I'll go to the other... I don't know. Maybe we already did all this stuff. It's been a while since I've streamed. And I'm not sure which ones I've done. Okay. Yeah, anyways, if this is... I'll go ahead and do it real quick, because it only takes a few seconds. This is, again, my new Demon Hunter. I've only gotten past the starting area, and I haven't really done a huge amount with it. I'm still trying to figure out all of the moves and everything like that. Anyway. Ah, crap! Might hurt a little bit if they can actually hit me. Oh my god, that's a lot of loot. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna get out of here. I think I'll be okay on this Demon Hunter. I think I'm gonna be okay. Let me know if the audio is okay. It feels like it's loud in my ears on the game audio, but I can turn that down on my end, but and I'm not sure if we did the other boss down here, so I'm gonna go and do that one too real quick, and then we'll head off to Icecrowned. Icecrowned. I'm gonna go through this one real quick, just because I'm not sure if I've done it before. I think I might have, but I'm not sure. There's a big boss back here. Actually, that's not even the big boss. There are a bunch of few bosses you have to kill before you get to the end boss of this little encounter. Is Ruby Sanctum even 82? So this is actually a Cataclysm raid. I'll save this one for Cataclysm. Oh crap! Oh shoot! Somebody is telling me that I can only do all but one boss on Icecrown Citadel because it takes heals. That's right. If I don't have a healing class, I might not be able to get through that boss, so I might have to switch it up here. Let me go do the Argent Crusade tournament real quick, and then I want to get kind of used to this Demon Hunter, but then once I get that done, we'll switch over to the Paladin or my Monk. Oh, it is a Wrath raid, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. I'm super stupid. I can skip the healing boss now, is what I'm told. Huh. I'm a little scatterbrained today. It's Sunday, isn't it? Okay. Well, anyways, show you guys some of the new system stuff. I think I've talked a little bit about this before, but they added in a view slider for an extended view slider in the Legion patch, where you can now bump it up to 10, and you can actually see the Ulduar Peaks and Dalaran and Icecrown Citadel from way further away than you used to be able to. I'm all the way down here, and I can see all the way to Icecrown Citadel, so that's kind of nice. Okay, I'm told I can just walk past that healing dragon, which is fine, because I can't heal her. Him. I want to say her. Do Trial of Champions first, because you had to do that before Icecrown Citadel back in the day, which is fine. I'm going to pop over there. It shouldn't take too long, but let me get my notes open real quick and make sure I can find it. So, the Tournament of Champions is going to be up here in Icecrown. This was kind of a big thing that everybody, you know, before you go fight Arthas, they had to get all the Horde and Alliance together for a big tournament to fight each other. I don't get it either, but that's what they did. Let me make sure I have my notes here. I forget where I put them, but they're in here. Some Trial of the Crusader. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. So the Trial of the Crusader and all this, the patch around it was all this kind of jousting, mounted combat kind of stuff. There was a dungeon in there and a raid, and you could do a fair amount of stuff. There's still actually you can actually still get some good items, and I think a mount from doing all the dailies a bunch of times. I remember there's something else in there that is. I'm gonna turn off the music for a second because it's driving me crazy. Again, I'm in the chat room on giantbomb.com/chat. If you're watching, feel free to send me any questions you have in there about WoW or anything else. I'm happy to talk. I'll be in here for a few hours, so I would like to have the ability to do something other than mumble to myself. Did I ever get the DC Universe Online? I don't think I ever actually played that. I might have tried it a little bit, but that would have been a while ago. I'm not sure if I ever did. I've been trying to... Actually, I haven't been trying to play. What's that Diablo game they have now from Marvel? Is it just Marvel Heroes? Oh, Gormok. We're going to see him in a second. Anyways, this is the Argent Crusade, Argent Tournament Grounds, where you had to do all these kind of fights with against the other people, against the other faction, and you had to get a horse and do a lot of jousting and everything like that. Kind of fun for a patch. It was kind of the build-up to... Lich King. I still don't understand why they're all over here dueling while Arthas is up there doing bad stuff, but at any rate, that's how they did it. So there is I believe a 25-man heroic for this, but I think you have to do the original... I want to say you have to do the original normal difficulty first before you can do it. Oh, sure, no promo up either. Let me create a promo real quick. Now, the only problem with promos is that I have to remember to take them down after I'm done with this, which is always the tricky thing. But let me get that done real quick and check that it has actually been done. It is done. All right. Okay. First raid of the day. I actually forget what this one's called. I think it's just called... Tournament of Champions? Trial of Champions? There's another 5-man dungeon, which is pretty similar to this. Trial of the Crusader. I was almost right. Anyways, you got the Horde up here, you got the Alliance up here, and you have a few little fights here until you get done with this. I'm going to get started here.
Need something?
The first boss here is going to be... And I totally just dropped all my notes. Let me open it up here real quick. Again, sorry, a little scatterbrained. Gormak, who we just saw outside. So they want to make sure that you're ready to take on
the call of the Argent Crusade.
I'll let him talk.
And you have boldly answered. It is here, in the Crusaders' Colosseum, that you will face your greatest challenges. Those of you who survive the rigors of the Colosseum will join the Argent Crusade on its march to Ice-Crowned Citadel. Hailing from the deepest, darkest caverns of the Storm Peaks, Gormak the Impaler. Battle on, heroes.
So this guy has a thing called Impale, which is something you have to kind of switch off between two tanks, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because I only have one of me. So you had to have healers working on the tanks as he goes. Also, there's a thing called where he'll spawn snowbolts, little kobold snow guys. I'm going to try and let him... I'm not sure if he's... Oh, look at his butt. There you go. He's casting Impale on me, and he also will start casting these little snowbolt guys. Oh, he's already cast the snowbolts, and they're the ones that are casting fire bombs on me, I believe. Or is there one riding them? He will also do staggering stomp, which will... Oh, I have a snowbolt on my head, and that's what it is. Okay, so there's a snowbolt riding me. As these guys come down, they'll leap onto random raid members, I believe, and you have to kind of get close to your tanks in order to get them off, or vice versa. You have to get... They can be individually targeted, and you have to have other people help get them off of you, off of your head. I believe they will do bad things to you if they're on there. Anyways, Gormak, the Impaler, he lives up to the billing because he does impale you. This is actually a multi-phase fight, and I think if you leave the snowballs up for too long, there's other stuff they do later in the fight. But obviously, since I'm doing so much damage, not going to be a big deal. Or maybe it's the fact that they can stay up for the next fight here, which is a dread scale. I thought there was another dude. Oh my god, ow. There is another dude in here. So this guy stays still, and this guy rotates around. Acid Maw has a paralytic spray that will start slowing me down after a while. But if you get hit by Dread Scale's burning bite, it is cured off of you. So since they're both attacking me right now, I'm getting hit by this paralyzing spray, but I'm also getting hit by this thing, which is burning it off of me. And I got a snowbolt on me from the first fight. That's no fun. But I believe there is an achievement here if I keep all these little snowballs alive while we go through this fight. So the stationary guy has to be faced away from the raid, and then I think you wanted to kite the other one, if I'm correct. But in any case, once you do enough damage, or after you wait a little while, they'll switch places, and then the other one will become mobile, and the other one, who was stationary before, will start moving around. I think they switch up their attacks. I'm not really sure, but in any case, I'm gonna start killing them. I'm not sure if they have tied. There we go, paralytic toxin, but it immediately got burned off. So. They do not have tied together health pools. And once you kill one, the other one gets enraged, so its damage goes up by 50%. So you're probably going to be pretty close together when you kill them. Otherwise, your tanks will be taking a huge amount of damage. Flip back into the chat here. WoW should offer lifetime subs, says Siphonaut. Oddly enough, I have about a free 6 months just from turning gold now. Ice Howl. Let me look at this up real quick. So he's got a big whirl that'll knock people back. Oh my god, I just did like 1,000,000 damage to him. So he will also do a big, massive crush that'll throw everybody against the wall. You're going to spend a lot of time against the wall here. And I'm stunned. Which is good. Ah! Get out! Get out of here! Can I not? So the massive howl thing is a massive crash is when he goes to the middle floor, and you have to try and make sure that doesn't hit anybody. And then also trying to run against the wall. I think I might be mixing up my attacks here.
Menagerie has been vanquished.
Icehowl will try to run into the wall after he does the massive crash thing. He'll try to run towards somebody, and you'll have to dodge that. And if you do dodge that, he will be stunned for a second and take a bunch more damage for a bit. And that's basically the beastly menagerie part of the Argent Crusade tournament. We got Jaraxxus coming up next. Jaraxxus the Demon. Let me just review my notes. It's been a while since I actually wrote these notes here. And it looks like all I did here was just kind of copy-paste all of his abilities, which doesn't really help too much. You gotta spread out, you gotta interrupt his Fell Fireball cast, you got to spell steal his Nether Power.
Have a good one.
Grand Warlock Wilfred Fizzlebang will summon forth your next challenge.
And you have to tank
Stand
the ads
by for
quickly.
his entry.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can do this now. As a Demon Hunter. You can glide. Double jump and gliding is part of this game now. And also, Spectral Sight. Ooh, spooky. They make you use this stuff in the Demon Hunter starting zone, but there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of use for it in the game so far.
A fearsome doom guard will appear. Prepare for oblivion! Aha! I have done it! Behold the absolute power.
I want to say this guy was a boss in
Master Summoner! You are bound to
Hyjal?
be.
Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Trifling gnome! Your arrogance will be your undoing!
But I'm in charge.
Oh, poor little baby.
Quickly, heroes! Destroy the Demon Lord before it can open a portal to its twisted demonic realm.
Somebody's saying I should kill the portal if I'm on heroic. I don't know if I actually am on heroic. Like I said, I think you have to do this first on normal before you can do it on heroic, is what I recall. Anyways, kill.
You face Jaraxxus, Eladar Lord of the Burning Legion!
I'll let him do a little bit. Let him attack a little bit, see what he's got. I think he's going to open up a portal for a couple of Twisted Sisters, I want to say. Anyways, he is mostly just kind of going to kill,
Come forth, sister.
do big fire. There we
Your
go.
master calls.
So he has another power, increases magic damage dealt by 200%. Some of your mages can do a thing called Spell Steal, where they'll take a buff from an enemy and put it on themselves. So you really want to get this off of him as quickly as possible, because if I was actually on a level with him, he would be doing a lot of damage. And also these ads, I think, do some weird stuff, but I totally forget what they do. Anyways, they're dead. I don't know if he actually has much more than this. I think there's some AoE on the ground that he can do. He can also incinerate flesh, which maybe doesn't affect me since I'm the only character in here. But in any case, you can interrupt his spellcasting, which is the big thing to do here. You want to take this away from him, and also make sure he can't get any fireballs off. He's regular interruptible. I don't have the interruptible. Oh, that's no good. Oh, he's gonna die though. Oh,
Another
shit.
will take my place.
Well,
Your world is doomed.
pride of
The
the
loss
air.
of Wilfred Fizzlebang, while unfortunate, should be a lesson to those of you who dare to dabble in dark
back?
magic.
Heh.
Alas, you are victorious, and now must face the next challenge.
Okay.
Lions, dogs. You summon a demon lord against warriors of the Horde? Your deaths will be swift.
Oh, I don't want to be here.
The Alliance doesn't need the help of a demon lord to deal with horde filth.
Well, that's weird.
Pig.
Oh, his weapon's still moving around.
Everyone, calm down. Compose yourselves. There is no conspiracy at play here. The Warlock acted on his own volition, outside of influences from the Alliance. The tournament must go on.
So poor Tyrion up here, poor doomed Tyrion is the kind of the boss of this whole thing. He's trying to make sure that everybody is keeping it peaceful, except for the fact that Garrosh up here and Varian both hate each other a lot. Man, there are a lot of dead people in this arena. Well, so to speak. any case, they all hate each other, and I don't get why they're forcing them to fight because it's not really a cool thing to do, and they all hate each other. And of course, what's going to happen next is
The next battle will be against the Argent Crusade's most powerful knights. Only by defeating them will you be deemed worthy.
The Horde demands justice. We challenge the Alliance. Allow us to battle in place of your knights, Paladin. We will show these dogs what it means to insult the Horde.
Very well. I will allow it. Fight with
okay. Go ahead and do that.
Show them no mercy, Horde champions.
And here we go. Shit, are they actually healing each other? Okay, they are. I guess that cat took a little damage. So as you can see, you now have about 8, I want to say 8 goddamn freaking bad people here. This is basically kind of a quasi-PvP fight. So you have 8 of the Horde champions here, and the same kind of thing would happen if I was on Horde. There'd be 8 Alliance champions. And so the kill order here is pretty important. You want to get the healers down first if you can. You want to, you know, interrupt any of the spellcasters to make sure they can't get shit off. Let me see if I actually took any notes here. My notes here are a link to the WoW wiki page for this. But in any case, let me go ahead and check it out real quick. So anyways, you got a hunter, you got a warlock, I want to say. You got some warriors, you got some paladins, you got a tree. You got a tree. 2 druids? What is this? Who is this guy? I forget who has the druid and a priest. Priest mage. Warrior. I think there can be a variable amount of people. I'm not sure if they always are the same people popping in here, but in any case, you have to have a kill order. If I actually had 25 people in here, the kill order would be pretty important. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead. This is the really handy thing about this little bar up here. Quick marks. I really like this add-on a lot. As a tank, you can kind of set kill orders if you want to. Normally it's kill first. X is second one. If you have any CC, it'd be moon. This is just the way it was for me when I started playing WoW. I barely ever use the other ones, the other stuff. Sometimes I will set a thing on myself just to make sure everybody knows where I am as a tank. But apart from that, this can get a little hairy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in there. I totally forgot to have a throw glaive too. So I'm going to jump in here, immediately pop my Metamorphosis, do all my AoE stuff, probably do Fiery Brand too, and start throwing the glaive. And hopefully it won't be that big of a deal to kill them all before they kill me. There are some times where I can get stunned in some of these fights, even if I am 30 levels above all these people. And if I do get stun locked, that is when it kind of is tough to... You're right, that's 10. Okay, I think it's 6 on 10 men, and then you have 10 on 25 men. So that's a lot of people to keep track of. Obviously, it'd be pretty chaotic. I'm not going to run down what each of these people do. I'm just going to try and get the healers first, and then pop out. Actually, I forgot I have this little AoE thing. And I have a few AoE things. Disorient. Let's see if this actually works. It does! Wow, that's pretty cool. Those guys are all just feared for a while. That's gonna suck for them. That did not last as long as I thought it would. Yeah, I gotta get these healers out. Die, healer, die! I'm stunned for 5 seconds. That sucks! Come on! Die, 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 die! Okay, you're dead. You're dead. Pop another flame thing. Do this silence thing. Yeah, feel free to stand around for a while. Got totems.
Glory to the Alliance!
Glory to the Alliance! Anyway, as you can
Shallow and
see,
tragic victory.
imagine doing that with 25
We're
people.
weaker as a whole from the losses suffered today. Who but the Lich King could
That would be a
benefit
little
from such
complicated.
foolishness? Great warriors have lost their lives, and for what? The true threat looms ahead. The Lich King awaits us all in death.
I gotta sell some shit. Okay. why'd you let them fight us if you're so bummed out about it, Tyrion?
How are you?
How are you?
See you
Only
around.
by working together will you overcome the final challenge. From the depths of Icecrown come two of the Scourge's most powerful lieutenants. Fearsome Valkyr, winged harbingers of the Lich King.
Okay, Valkyr. These are the undead people, kind of the whatchamacallums, Nordic myth thing people. There are a bunch of them around here and in Icecrown Citadel as well. These guys are color-coded. There's a black one and a white one, and you want to be near... You have to attack them with the opposite of the... so you want to attack the dark one with white power and the white one with dark power. So it will reduce damage against same... yeah, so you do 50% less damage if you're white on white, and if you're black on black, you do a little bit more. So you have to divide your whole raid up into two little groups, and then you're going to want to also switch which target you're attacking. Every time you get a buff, you can switch it on and off. If I get this one, I am Light Essence. And if you go over here, I get the Dark Essence. So once I start this fight, there are going to be orbs spawning and rotating around the room. You want to kind of you want to really avoid getting hit by the one that's going to do a lot of damage, but you do want to get some of the ones that are... and if you get the one that's the same color of you, you get a stacking buff. So you have to, if you're a DPS, you have to keep on looking for the orbs that are your color and pick them up. And it takes a while to do that, but once you do get that all done, you will be able to do a lot of damage. So they have two abilities called Vortex and Twins Pact, and they will. And when they cast that, you have to go run for the other side and switch your color affinity, or else you're gonna get boned, and you don't want to get boned. I'm gonna go kill him though.
In the name of our God.
I forget if they have. They do have a shared.
Will die.
Shared health pool. Let me let him go ahead and spawn some of this stuff here. As you can see, there's the orbs popping around. Let me try and pick some of these up as a white dude. Or I need to get white stuff, but you gotta avoid the black ones as a... Oh no, I'm doing it wrong! I'm supposed to get the black ones because I'm black affinity. Let's see if I can get this little buff here.
Let the dark consume you.
Am I light? I am dark. Anyway, you get it. Hopefully. Pick up the ones that are your color and avoid the ones that are not your color. These guys are gonna die.
The scourge cannot be stopped.
Not even the Lich King's most powerful minions could stand against the Alliance. All hail our victors!
There's that little bonus thing. Cool, I win!
Good day to you.
Oh, it's getting
Mighty
cold all
blow
of a
has
sudden.
been dealt to the Lich King. You have proven yourselves as able-bodied champions of the Argent Crusade. Together, we will strike against Icecrown Citadel and destroy what remains of the Scourge.
I haven't seen the Demon Hunter dance yet.
There is no challenge that we cannot face united.
You will have your challenge, Fordring.
I know.
Arthas, you are hopelessly outnumbered. Lay down Frostmourne and I will grant you a just death.
The Nerubians built an empire beneath the frozen wastes of Northrend. An empire that you so foolishly built your structures upon. My empire. Souls of your fallen champions will be mine. Fordring.
Fordring. So there's one more super secret scary boss down here, who I believe has been in a few of these. Music back on. check my notes real quick. It's a new Barak, who has been a 5-man boss, I want to say, and I think he might have been in Naxxramas as well.
Just as the master promised.
So he spawns ads, a bunch of ads, and he also will put down permafrost. You have to shoot down these orbs above Anu Barak, and once the permafrost is on the ground, that is where you want to stand, and you also want to tank the ads there, or also burrow into the ground, and I guess reheal and also go away so you can't target them. Also, the spike phase later on is where you want to stand on the permafrost as well, because that will prevent him from being able to spike you. I'm going to hit him once and let him start going. You see these little things up here? Pop that. Permafrost. Good stuff. It'll slow you down, I think, a little bit. But it'll also prevent people from burrowing, like these guys here. If they do burrow, that's a bad thing. So you want to tank them on top of these little permafrost things. Ow, I got stunned. I'm going to let him get into phase 2, too, so you can see what kind of goes on there. Three phases total. Next one, I think, starts in at 90 seconds after the fight starts, so I'm just going to give him a few minutes here. More ads, gonna take him down. And yes, somebody's pointing out that I can actually die here, which is very true. He has a health leech, which will kill me if I'm not careful at the last phase, but I should be able to do enough damage to take him out. And here we go. Ow! Kills off some of the frost stuff here, but if you want to stand on top of this thing, or else these spikes will get to you and pop you. It'll pop off the permafrost, but if you don't have that, bad things will happen to you if you let this hit you. I think. I thought this was supposed to launch me up into the air, but I think it's just missing me over and over again. At any rate, let me get on top of another permafrost here. Let's make it stop. This is just a time phase. You have to just survive here. You can't actually do anything to Nubarak until he pops up here. So the last phase is going to be at 30% damage, or 30% health, and I'm going to get him down there pretty quick. Because I got health on my side. There we go. Leeching Swarm is popping out here. 10% of my remaining health leech every second, and it's going to heal him too. So he's actually gaining health. I'm losing a lot of health here. This is a percentage thing, not a total health thing. So if I let this go too long, I will die. And I'm not going to let that happen. Oh, shit. God damn it.
Failed you, master.
Cool. Now, if this was on Heroic, there would have been another chest here that I could loot, except they took that chest out. I'm not sure why they patched it out. I was not playing on Heroic because I have to do this first on normal. But they did actually remove the Heroic chest from this encounter.
We shall triumph.
Probably because everybody could get it without too many problems.
Hey.
Hey.
Right.
Okay. Okay, that was the Trial of the Crusader. And now, we beat a path for Icecrown Citadel. And we're going to take on Arthas, the Lich King. Oh, shoot. Shoot him a boop. The last time I did this, Deadly Boss mods actually canceled out of the cinematic at the end of it. So let me turn off this. Deadly Boss mods here real quick, because I don't think I need it. And I want to make sure you guys see the dependency disabled. Okay, DBM is turned off. Matt, tell us, what's the best way to make gold? I have no idea. I don't really craft or anything like that. I just kind of pick up gold as I go. I don't really do any of the auction house game stuff that a lot of people seem to really like. I just kind of get gold by selling shit. Oh shit, that reminds me I need to sell a bunch of some crap too. Yeah, Ice Crown Citadel is pretty big, but I can warp out anytime I want to and sell some stuff. But I'm definitely going to need to sell some stuff right now. My action bars look terrible. They do. I've always been a function over form kind of person. I could spend a lot of time and make these all look pretty, but I never really have cared a huge amount about doing that. So they're just kind of plain. They just kind of do what they do. There are vendors inside ICC. Yes, that is true as well. Pustulant horror. Anyway, here we are, Ice Crown Citadel. This is where Arthas has been this whole time since Warcraft 3. I guess he kind of went off to the Northlands and has been summoning his armies, and it's pretty intimidating. It looks bad. He's got a lot of skulls all over the place, which is usually usually not the best thing to do. The best people to fight. If people have skulls all over the place, all over their houses, usually they're not going to be too good. Let me find my mount that has the vendor on it. I know there are people inside that I can sell, but I need to make a shortcut to this guy anyways. I am using Sexy Mac. This is Sexy Map. Sexy Map. I am using Sexy Map. Ow, that was loud. Holy shit. Sorry about that. Get over this guy.
You find what
You don't
you
make.
seek.
You don't actually make any. Oh, I actually got a bag upgrade. Huh. I'm told I can skip the Valtheria Dreamwalker fight, but you know I kind of want to show all the fights I've already done. Let me see if I have any characters actually nearby here, and I can actually do that fight too, because it is kind of cool. It might take a little second to get back here. I should have thought about it for a second. If not, I'll just skip it and talk. Screw it. I'll just skip it and talk about it. I'm told you can just skip it. Now, you better be right, because otherwise I'll be doing a bunch of this stuff for no reason, and then it'll be a little tough to get through. Alright, I'm going to go inside and sell some stuff, and then we'll get moving with Ice Crown Citadel, the last raid of Wrath of the Lich King. Ba-da-ba-da! Can I actually warp? No, can't do anything yet. I believe there's a vendor somewhere around here. There we go.
Hello.
Huh. Anyways, I gotta sell all this crap. I got some goods. I don't need any of this stuff, I don't think. Bye-bye, everything. Wand. Definitely don't need a wand. Got some rations, got some purples, it's all going away. Why do you want that item? Oh. Frostweave, goodbye. Okay.
Have a good one.
You have a good one. Have a good one. Go ahead and fight the demon hordes, but have a good one. Here we go. Alright, so what is this? Did I actually... I did 25 man. I think I can do this heroic. Did I actually not... Yeah, I want to set this heroic. Let's see. Let's try it out and see. Alright. Any interest in EVE Online? I've tried that out. I have not. I've tried EVE for like a day, and I did not get very far in it. It's a little complicated for me.
This is our final stand. What happens here will echo through the ages. Regardless of outcome, they will know that we fought with honor. That we fought for the freedom and safety of our people. Remember, heroes, fear is your greatest enemy in these befouled halls. Steel your heart, and your soul will shine brighter than 1,000 suns. The enemy will falter at the sight of you.
Cool.
They will fall as the light of righteousness envelops them. Our march upon Ice-Crown Citadel begins now.
You will now stand upon the hallowed ground of the Scourge. The light won't protect you here, Paladin. Nothing will protect you.
Arthas!
Arthas!
I swore that I would see you dead and the Scourge dismantled. I'm going to finish what I started at Light's Home.
You could have been my greatest champion, Fordring. A force of darkness that would wash over this world and deliver it into a new age of strife. But that honor is no longer yours. Soon, I will have a new champion. The breaking of this one has been taxing.
Bulvar!
I have committed upon his soul. He has resisted for so long, but he will bow down before his king soon. Never! I will never serve you! In the end, you will all serve me.
That's too bad.
Could it be, Lord?
Oh god, so much talking.
Over lives, mayhap there is hope for peace between the Alliance and the Horde. We must reach the top of this cursed place and free the Paladin.
By the light, it must be so.
By the light, it must be so. I am going to run in a second here. I just wanted to get the audio out
Prepare
of
the
it.
Skybreaker
God
for
damn
an
it.
aerial assault on the Citadel.
Are we done yet?
Heroes,
Oh,
find your way to a clear extraction point within Icecrown. We'll try and rendezvous on the ramparts.
why not just go out and fly up now? Is my question. Somebody asked me if I didn't have to wait for that talking about it. I kind of wanted everybody to hear it so you know kind of what's going on here. Somebody asked me if I plan on raiding in the new expansion pack. I'm going to do all the LFRs this time, I think. I have never really done a huge amount of actual raids in terms of like actual regular difficulty stuff. I think I could do it if I wanted to put the effort in, but I am just not super into the whole getting together with a group of people and making it a raid night kind of stuff. I like having my flexibility in terms of what I'm doing during the week, so I never really have done a huge amount of regular raiding. But LFR is pretty fun. The only problem is that LFR as a tank is kind of stressful. It's super easy. It's really hard to lose, but you get so many people fucking yelling at you. Hey, buddy. What the hell?
Master's sanctum has been disturbed.
Uh-oh. I got a rifle. Silver bullets. Yeah, so as a tank, you get yelled at a lot. Everybody wants to go as fast as possible, even if you're not ready yet. Shit. God damn it. Fuck. Do I have any anti-stun things? I forget if I do or not. I'm still trying to learn all these characters and everything.
This is the beginning and the end, mortals. None may enter the Master's sanctum.
LFRs are pretty successful. I like doing them. You get to see all the content without having to you know, spend 3 hours farming for mats or potions and shit like that. So you can actually get in pretty quick and see all the content, and it's not too terribly hard. You get some good epics and everything like that. Any fun hunter pulling stories? The hunter pets were always the funnest thing to do in No Morgon because you have to jump down the middle of that thing, and they invariably, I would always forget to put my pet away, and it would leash the entire instance and get the entire group dead. I haven't played a hunter in a long time. I kind of want to go back. Alright, so this is Lord Marrowgar. He has been constructed by the bones of dead adventurers by the Lich King to kind of guard the foyer here. Let me look up real quick his stuff. Pop, pop, pop. So he's a big bone storm that's an AoE on everybody nearby. He also has a bone slice, which attacks the 2 or 3 nearest melee enemies. So you have to have 2 tanks on him at all times, because otherwise it'll be a big problem. Because it will do a lot more damage than it should, but it splits it up between a couple people. He also will bone spike people, which will freeze them. And I think you have to attack other people who are in the bone spike to get them out. But I don't think I have to worry about that since I'm the only person in here. So Bone Storm is the big one that'll affect a lot of people. You have to get him to do not very much damage with that, and then you have to pick him up again with the tanks and get them back top aggro to get make sure the Bone Slice doesn't kill anybody. I'm not going to have to worry about much of that because I'm just going to go ahead and pound him.
The scourge will wash over this world as a swarm.
But I'll at least try to show a Bone Storm whenever he gets the chance to make one. Ow! Not actually ow, but just kind of... So it would have cast Bone Spike on me, but since I am the only person here, it's not going to affect me. Or it might be because I'm the tank. Either way. Or I might have to kill him quick, or I might get Bone Spiked. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll let him do at least one Bone Storm before we,
Bone Storm!
So this would obviously do a lot of damage to anybody nearby. You want to not get hit by that if you can avoid it. I did get Bone Spiked. Shit! They were right! I can't get out of this. I died at the first boss. That's fun. Sorry about that. I can't get out of this. I don't think he can actually do much damage to me either, so I'm going to be stuck here for a bit. Alright, well... I don't think I can even log out now, so I might have to just like, Alt F4 or something here.
Stick around!
Oh, so painful. Stick around. He actually says Bone Storm. So I can't get out, but I am dying. I think I can't log out either, so I think I'm just going to let him take me down. It'll take a few minutes, I think. Let's see if I can actually... This might actually take a while. I logged back in, spiked too. That's good. It takes 5 minutes. Well... Oh, shit. Huh.
Stick around!
Okay, I guess we'll just chat for a bit, because he is doing a little bit of damage to me. It's going to take a few minutes for him to actually kill me. But yeah, so. Sorry about that. I'll do, yeah, I can take off my armor. Can I do that? I don't think I can do that in battle. Can I take it off? I can't. I'm stunned. I can't do anything. Any rate, I can't do anything right now. I'm stunned by everything. Well, we got a few minutes to kill. Sorry about that. I can't take my gear off. It does not let me. So if I don't raid Rory, what do I do when I reach max level? Usually I will kind of do the dungeons, kind of get better gear, try to do whatever expansion stuff they add. They'll usually patch in a bunch of new stuff. Let me turn off the sound here. Oh, leave the music on. How about that? A good peaceful spiking is what we all want here. I don't think you can slash kill You can't slash camp. I don't think I can slash stuck anymore. That was an old beta trick you could do to get yourself out of holes and everything if you fell down at the world and couldn't get out. Sorry, burpee. Yeah, it's gonna take a little time. Yeah, bio break. I might go do that. I might go use the restroom real quick because this is definitely gonna take a little time. Sorry about that. Next time I come in here, I'm just gonna go ahead and pound them. This is the problem with heroic modes. I'm not sure if this is actually specific to heroic mode. But most of the heroic modes that you do in the game, you will have some things that will spike you or cage you or something like that. You have to have somebody else around to break you out of it. As a solo player, this kind of stuff will actually get you boned pretty quick. In any case, I can kill him really quickly next time, but yeah. All right, I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. We'll once I die, I should be able to pop right back in and get through this pretty quick. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. Holy shit, did I get out of that? Oh god, okay. Wow, how that must have lasted forever. Good lord. While I was in the restroom, of course. Alright, buddy, you're dead. Cool. Fun stuff. That was Lord Marrowgar. He spiked me, and I came back, and I'm still alive. So that's fun. I don't think I have any real way to heal myself outside of combat, unfortunately. I don't have any healing spells, which is going to be one of the reasons why I'm not going to be able to fight the dragon. But maybe I'll show that. Maybe I'll show that encounter anyways, so you can see kind of what it does. Any rate, Marrowgar. Give me gun. Is that bind on equip? Bind when equipped. This might actually be worth something in the auction house. I'm not sure. Just for the model. I have to remember not to sell that. Or maybe I will. Because I don't care. And I got... Oh, I got his axe too. That's pretty cool. Neat looking axe. I think I already probably had that. It looks like it's already in my... transmog stuff. Okay. I'm back. Bojack Horseman says, I've only done raids in Destiny, and that game there are certain instances you can only complete with so and so many characters. Is that not a thing in WoW? Is it purely damage-based difficulty? Yeah, I mean, you can...
have found your way here.
Because you are among the few gifted with true vision in a world cursed with blindness. You can see through the fog that hangs over this world like a shroud and grasp where true power lies.
Okay, she's a bad guy. She starts the cult, kind of the Lich King, all these worshippers who want to become undead, or might already be undead, I'm not really sure. Anyways,
Fix
yeah.
your eyes upon your crude hands. The sinew, the soft meat, the dark blood coursing within. It is a weakness, a crippling flaw, a joke played by the creators upon their own creations. The sooner you come to accept your condition as a defect, the sooner you will find yourselves in a position to transcend it.
Okay. A bunch of questions. No, so raids are purely damage based. You can solo new raids if you want to. As soon as the game comes out, you'll die very quickly because you'll take a lot of damage. Oh my god.
All things are possible. His power
Keep
is
talking.
and his will unbending. Those who oppose him will be destroyed utterly. And those who serve wholly, unquestioningly, with utter devotion of mind and soul, elevated to heights beyond your
Sure
ken.
talks a lot. Is that the same one I just got? Did I just get 2 bind on? Oh, I did. Wow, that's weird. 2 of the same BOEs. Anyways, yeah, you can solo any raid in the game if you want to, but you won't live very long on any new raid. I can't even solo Panda raids at this point. That's the last expansion. Even 10 man, I don't get very far in. But no, there's no minimum amount of people. But you will have a minimum amount of people if you actually want to get through it. Any Lady Death Whisper. I keep sending me your questions. I'm gonna try and get back to them as we go through the bosses here. I'm gonna try to get through them in between boss fights. Let me look up her stuff real quick. So she has a big mana shield where you can't really hit her. You can't do a lot of damage to her. You can see she has a bunch of mana and a bunch of health. You got to get rid of this mana shield first. And there are going to be a bunch of ads coming in from all different sides of the thingamabob. She also mind control party members, and they'll double their damage. So if your party member gets mind controlled, you have to run up and use like sap or a stun of some sort and make sure that they can't actually kill anybody else in your raid, which is not fun. Death and Decay will pop out, which is a Death Knight ability. That'll be a big AoE on the ground. So the ads are really weird. Let me go ahead and show you this real quick.
What is this disturbance? You dare trespass upon this hallowed ground?
Oh no!
This shall be your final resting place.
So she's got adherents and fanatics. This might actually be a little difficult for me here. So fanatics here. Wait a minute. Which one is it? Maybe I'm just doing way too much damage. It's supposed to be the fact that fanatics can't take melee damage and adherents. Oh, here we go. So they're reflecting harmful spells and they cannot be erupted, and they're absorbing 50,000 damage for breaking. So you need to have melee characters on these adherents and ranged characters on these fanatics.
I release you from the curse of flesh.
And she will also revive these guys as it goes on. So you need to kind of break up your damage between her, trying to get her mana shield down. Because she will consume mana. She's casting spells and using up her mana, but you have to get her mana down to 0 before you can actually hit her health. And anyways, these guys keep spawning. There are a lot of them. I could sure use a cool army right about now. Anyway, so you have to kind of keep these ads under control while also still kind of trying to do damage to her.
Exalt in your pure form.
What does that mean? Oh, she should start to be reviving some of these guys. Oh yeah, she is. So when they get revived, they'll come back as skeletons and be bad. Be worse. They'll be worse than they were before. So anyways, it's a 25-man raid. Obviously, you had to split your group up between taking these ads on and also still boning her, so to speak. I'm going to try to start taking her down. So as I do damage to her, you can see I'm doing damage, and then she'll regenerate it immediately with the mana shield. So you have to kind of keep on keeping on. Got to do a lot of damage to her before she can actually be hit. Luckily, I'm pretty powerful. I don't know if she can be interrupted. I'm not sure on that one. Anyways, there we go.
I see I must take matters into my own hands.
I forget what happens now. Frostbolt City, plus she'll summon shades that will blow up when they hit their target, so you have to be a little careful of that stuff here. There are a bunch of ads still around. I'm gonna pop down a... Shit, I can't. I'm not actually seeing those little ads yet. Anyways, she is now able to be killed, and I'm going to go ahead and try to kill her before anything bad happens to me, because I am not happy about the way that last fight took. Oh. Metamorphosize. Start doing more damage. So one of the abilities of the Demon Hunter is the ability to metamorphosize and become, like, let out the demon inside you or whatever. As a tank, that increases my maximum health by a bunch, and also reduces a lot of the... She can be interrupted, okay. That'll also reduce a lot of the damage I can take. So...
The Master's plan!
Me dying is all part of the Master's plan.
Inevitable!
Or dying again, I guess I should say. There should be an elevator coming down here. That's Lady Death Whisper. I'm drinking Bud Light. My beer choice for home drinking. I feel like I've talked about this before. I don't like very hoppy or tasty beers. I like something that tastes like kind of like water. It's good. I don't know. I've always had a weird relationship with beer. Everybody's into these triple IPA, Carmelite kind of stuff, and I can't really do it. I like something that goes down smooth. So now I'm up at the top of the gosh, I don't even know if I can get off here, but I'm on one of the landing zones here on Ashcan Citadel. We're attacking the Korkrons. The Korkrons, I wanted to say, yeah, these are the orcs. So the Korkrons are kind of the orc faction that are really aligned with Garrosh pretty closely. Garrosh at some point soon will go crazy, but the Korkrons are the ones that are really dedicated to him, and
Thank goodness
like
you arrived
Thrall
when you did,
is
heroes.
not.
Orgrim's hammer has already left. Quickly now, to the Skybreaker. If you leave soon, you may be able to catch them.
Okay. So Bojack Horseman says, "What ought to help? What'd you do? Did you cast something on me? What'd you do? What'd you do? This ought to help. What does that mean?" Okay. All right. Anyways, now we're fighting the orcs because we're all trying to kill the Lich King, but now we're fighting each other because that makes a lot of sense. There's only like 1 million zombies coming our way to our home lands, but we gotta fight the orcs because we're all bad people.
What can I do for you?
Bojack Horseman says, "I've been thinking about returning to WoW, and I wanted to get to play from scratch from 1 to 100. If you pre-purchase or get the expansion, I think you do get a level 100 boost, but
We'll secure the area until you are ready for takeoff.
I am a vampire for some reason."
Hold position.
Aye,
Yeah, so leveling 1 to 100 goes really quick nowadays. The only problem there is that it goes so quick that you do like a third of the quest in any given zone, and then you're ready for the next zone. So you don't really get to see all the storylines from all the quests and everything like that. But it goes pretty quick. And you can always queue up for instances too. They are pretty... Oh, there's a rat. Bye. You're dead now. If you're going to send me questions, be sure to @Rory in chat, because that's kind of what there's a lot of people chatting. A little tougher to see. Yeah, a lot of people saying the invasions and the run-up to Wrath or Legion are doing a lot of XP for people, so you can just do invasions and get you really quick leveling if you just want to do that. Hey. How you doing? Bye. Okay. So now we have the Skybreaker fight, the airship fight. This is one of the ones that is kind of comical now in terms of difficulty. or at least it has been in the past for me. Sometimes I just kind of shot a cannon a bunch and I was over before I knew it. But since I'm soloing, we'll see if we can do the actual thing here.
Hey, how you doing?
Give me a rocket pack. I got a rocket pack. That's going to be put on my shirt slot, and then I have to drag the shortcut over here in order to actually use it. So anyways, why couldn't you just fly me up here to begin with? I don't get it. Anyway, that's the Horde airship up there, Ogrim's Hammer. That they're winning the race to the Lich King. Honestly, if I was the Alliance, I'd say you guys go ahead and tackle this if you want to. I'll follow up if you don't quite get it done. There's no reason for us both to be fighting in here and against the Lich King. Kind of dumb. How many years of expansions do you think WoW has left? I can't imagine they won't do this game for another 10 years or so. I mean, EverQuest is still going. Maybe at some point they'll do World of Warcraft 2, but I really doubt it. They've been doing a really good job on the tech beneath the game, making it look more modern as things go along. So I think this game has a lot of life in it left. Anyways, I'm gonna start this airship fight. We'll try to make it last to the point where I can actually explain what's going on. We'll see.
Got a meeting with destiny, lads.
Do we really?
Hold on to your hats!
Okay, it's
what in the world is that? Grab me spyglass.
It teleported! Or is that even the same one? I think it is.
Horde sailing in fast and hot!
Okay, so you gotta take out this horde.
Man the guns!
I'm gonna try not to kill it right away so I can actually show you the bit of the fight here. So you have people attacking you, and they will also freeze your own cannons so you can't do anything here. So you have to have two raids, two parts of the raid. So one group for attacking the other side. This is the guy who's casting ice on all of your stuff, and this guy is. Can I actually attack Highlands? I don't know if I actually get anything for killing him. I think this guy is not even supposed to be really attacked. You're supposed to be over here to take out the mage that is affecting you. Then you want to warp back over here on your rocket boost, and you want to get back into the thing and just pound it as best you can. I'm not even sure if I'm not even sure where the
I didn't warn you, scoundrels. Onward, brothers and sisters!
What's going on? Okay. So you kind of have to repeat this process a couple times. You have a few people going across as the assault team to get at this battle mage. Oh, fuck! God damn it! Oh! Ooh-wee! I'm on the ship that's gonna crash. I've been here before, and I don't... God damn it. Ah! I think there's supposed to be a little warp that I can take back to the other ship, but I might just have to die here. I'm not sure. I am... Yeah. So, here we are. Cool. That's good stuff. There's my friends. Thanks for leaving me behind. Yeah, I was not supposed to be on this boat when it blows up. I couldn't see the health bar, so here I am. Yeah, I'm going to have to just jump it. Somebody said get naked, but you really don't have to worry about repair costs anymore. It's like, 50 gold. You get that from just running around and killing stuff. Repair costs have not been a big deal in this game for a long time. And here we are. At least we can warp back up to where we were before. It's supposed to kill me if I'm on the boat when it blows up. I believe that's true, but I think some of these things just do a certain amount of damage to you. And I have so much health that they probably are not used to me taking that much damage. Anyways, here we are. This ship I don't think is supposed to be here yet. Anyway, spoilers. Here we go. So now the next up is going to be Deathbringer Sourfang. Let me go ahead and get him out here real quick. He was a Horde warrior who was killed by the...
Every Horde soldier that you killed, for every Alliance dog that fell, the Lich King's armies grew. Even now, the Valkyr work to raise your fallen as Scourge. Things are about to get much worse. Come, taste the power that the Lich King has bestowed upon me.
A lone orc against the
Oh yeah, I gotta get my
might
loot,
of
don't
the
I?
Alliance?
Thanks for the reminder.
Charge!
So Sourfang was kind of turned into undead at the Wrath Gate earlier in the expansion. Now he's a bad guy, and he does not like you. He has a few abilities. The main one is that he has a thing called Blood Power. He will cast. He'll kind of have blood power. He'll gain it as the fight goes on, and when he gets 100 marks, he'll do this thing called Mark of the Fallen Champion on one of the raid members. And every time he hits the tank, that damage will be mirrored over to that character as well. And when that character who has the mark on them die, he gets healed for a bunch. Also, he gets a lot more damage and size for every blood power mark that he gets. And he also will summon eventually blood beasts, which are almost immune to AoE stuff, so they have to be kind of taken down individually, slowed and CC'd and kited around. But apart from that, it's not too bad. But that's pretty bad as it is. I mean, the Mark of the Champion thing was a serious business back in the day. But for me, here's Blood Link. So when he uses his abilities on me, he'll be getting blood power, and also anything he summons will give him blood power as well. And the more blood power he gets, he will become much more dangerous. But again, I am not. So Rune of Blood, he's getting healed for the... Oh, okay, yeah, Rune of Blood. He'll be healed for anything that any damage he actually deals for me. A lot more than he actually deals, so you have to be careful about the Rune of Blood. Boiling Blood, he has a bunch of AoEs and everything like that. But Blood Nova, a lot of blood stuff in here. There we go, blood power. And these guys all do apparently a fair amount of damage, but they also are pretty, well, semi-immune to AoE. I think I do enough damage to the point where I can take them out. Anyway, that's kind of a... Oh man, I'm really slow. A lot of blood stuff. He's big into blood. I'm gonna kill him. I think you gotta get the point. Is Res Sickness still here? It is. If you, wow, there are more of these guys now. If you choose to resurrect at the healer, you will get Res Sickness. It's very difficult to be in a place where you don't want to actually just run back to your body at this point. It's pretty easy to get back in almost every situation. So I barely ever do Res Sickness, unless I'm really just done for the night and want to just res and walk back. Is WoW still the biggest MMO out there in terms of subs? I think there's some free-to-play stuff that are probably bigger at this point. I'm not really up on all the weird Korean, Chinese stuff, but I'm sure there are some free-to-play stuff that is bigger at this point. They don't really report numbers anymore, so it's a little tough to tell what's really number one. I'm sure this still has at least a few million. It'll probably go back up to 5 million, 6 million for when Legion comes out. Legion, by all accounts, looks like a pretty cool expansion, so I'm sure people are getting excited about it. I have done Black Temple. I haven't done it as a Demon Hunter. The weird thing is that Illidan's Warglaives are not Demon Hunter coded, so I can't actually use those yet, and they've said they're not going to go back and make them available to Demon Hunters, so that's a weird choice. All the feels. So, Sourfang here is the son of one of the big Horde people, and that guy should not be Teleporting in. There should be a big ship here that pops
Don't
up.
force me hand, orc. We can't let you pass.
Oh, they can use the glaives. Okay.
Behind you lies the body of my only son. Nothing will keep me from him.
I can't do it. Get back on your ship and we'll spare your life.
Stand down, Muradin. Let a grieving father pass.
I like this little animation where he picks up his son.
No Ko kills Ilnok Atar.
Beep.
I will not forget this kindness. I thank you, Highness.
I was not at the Wrathgate, but the soldiers who survived told me much of what happened. Your son fought with honor. He died a hero's death. He deserves a hero's burial.
Intago. Don't do it! You have so much to live for! Okay.
Jaina, why are you crying?
Shh, I'm trying to think here.
It was nothing, Your Majesty. Just... I'm proud of my king.
Muradin, secure the deck and prepare our soldiers for an assault on the upper citadel.
Bah! Emotions!
Send out another regiment from Stormwind.
Right away, Your Majesty.
So again, we could have flown... Oh, there's the ship now! This is what Sourfang was supposed to arrive on. He decided not to wait for it, and here it is now, so... Awesome. Good stuff. Bugs, even to this day.
What?
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Forward.
You're gonna build something? What are you doing? Anyway, we could have flown up here, we could have teleported up here, but no, we had to fight our way up. Thank you so much, everybody. The glaives here are not a quest reward. They kind of come with the character when you start a Demon Hunter. I haven't actually found any weapons that I want to transmute them to. I'm sure there'll be some good stuff in Draenor. Does the game feel alive? 3 million, 5 million subs. Yeah, they have done some server mashing. This is a low pop server, so there are not a huge amount of people running around. I do also play on Proudmoore, though, which is a high pop realm, and that has much more of a live feeling to it, I suppose you would want to say. But yeah, there are plenty of people still playing. It's good stuff. Not every race can be a Demon Hunter. Only Night Elves and Blood Elves, so you have to kind of look like this person here. They're pretty adamant that that was going to be the case. Yay! Alright, so we got a few more bosses to get to before we can get to Sindragosa?
The transporter worked.
Or is that the one in front of Healthy Side?
Feel the Lich King reaching out, watching us.
Cool. These guys, I think, are just introduced here as people that will become relevant in a second here. Anyways, we got a few more bosses here to kill. I'm going to try and get through them fairly quickly. I'll try to get through the specs of them all and let you know what's going on. We got Festergut, Rotface, and Putricide. We got the Blood Prince Council and another lady up here. And then we got this Valtheria Dreamwalker, who I will not be able to kill. I will try to just go ahead and avoid it. let's keep popping. Anyways, keep on asking me questions in giantbomb.com/chat, and I will try to answer them. Ever achievement hunted in WoW? No, I really haven't. I have like 7,000 achievement points on all my characters. I really have not bothered too much to do any of that stuff. If I get them, cool, but I've never really worried too much about it. I think I might need to go sell too in a second. No, I'm okay. So there's another plague wing here, a bunch of bad guys. And I'm going to go start fighting some constructs up here, as well as Putricide, who I think might have had something to do with a Wrathgate, if I'm not crazy. I think he might have been one of the bad guys there. But in any case, he's going to die pretty soon. I got a couple pets here. Stinky and Poopy. Stinky and Precious. So those are kind of the pets of the two big bosses up here that I have to kill. And I'm going to go kill them. Pop! Why Rory talk so much shot? I don't know what that means, but I guess I'm going to talk some shot. Okay, Festergut. Again, I'm going to try to get through these guys a little quick. I do have notes here. Let me take a look at their notes, but I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on these guys because they're just kind of fillers. Loot the dog in case I get the pink shirt. I'm not even sure what that means. I think I did loot them. I don't think I got anything. Syllabi. Okay, here we go. Festergut. So this is a thing where there's a kind of... Oh! Will you? Oh. Geist alarm. Uh-oh. Damn it. Side of power. Alright, so this is kind of a weird one. You have to take damage from this thing called a gas spore, which will be cast on random party members. You have to run up to the people who have a gas spore and get hit by it intentionally when it counts down all the way, and that'll give you inoculation. Inoculation stacks 3 times because eventually he will inhale the blight on the ground, and when he inhales 3 or 4 times, he'll get a pungent blight, which will do a super amount of damage to everybody in the raid.
Just an ordinary gas cloud.
So if you have 3 cycles of... Oh, shit.
No ordinary gas cloud.
I'm puking. So if you have the 3 stacks of inoculation, you won't take as much damage as you would otherwise from pungent blight. And there's a gas spore on me. It's going to blow up, I think, in 4 or 5 seconds. It's going to do a little damage, but you want that damage to happen because now I should have an inoculation. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, he will inhale the blight around the room and start doing some bad stuff to you. So you want to kind of, he's already inhaled it once, he's doing a lot more damage. But then once he gets to the top rank of inhalation, he will cast a pungent blight on the entire room. Let me see if I actually let him do that real quick. He has to inhale twice more. Second inhale. Very good. Oh, I might die from this. I think I die from gastric bloat, so shit. Let me kill him. I'm pretty sure I die when that gets to 10 stacks, so I'm gonna try and just fucking take him out. Okay, woo! Good thing I remembered that. Daddy. So he is the first boss of this raid wing, and I have to hit this gas release valve. Yeah, somebody said you always forgot about these things until you got to Putricide Store. You have to unlock both of these to get to Putricide, and I've always forgot to do it until I get right to Putricide Store. That's just really annoying. What raid is this? This is Ice Crown Citadel. If I don't raid, PvP, or achievement hunt or poke WoW, what do you do to fill your time in WoW? Honestly, WoW has kind of been... Pardon my burping here. WoW has always kind of been what lets me watch TV, because I am very... I don't know, I want to say ADD, but I don't really like sitting down and watching TV on its own. I like kind of doing something on the other monitor while I'm doing that. So WoW has kind of been my Netflix go-to. I'll kind of run around and kill stuff and level alt and everything like that. Just kind of do some in-game content while I watch TV on the other monitor. It's nice. It's fun. It's two great tastes that go great together. I know none of it really means anything, but it's fun to watch numbers go up. Okay, next up, Rotface. He gives mutated infections of players. It'll go away after 12 seconds. Little oozes will emerge, and then they will run around the room, and they will combine into big oozes. So you have to tank the oozes around the outside of the area while you kill Rotface, because if too many of them grow together, they will do big damage to everybody nearby. And that's the big thing that you have to remember while you fight this guy. Otherwise, you just kind of run and kill him. That's my plan. I'm not going to have to worry about the oozes, because I'm like pretty powerful at this one.
Oh, Vesterga, you were always my favorite, next to Rotface. The good news is that you left behind so much gas. I can practically taste it.
Slime spray? He hasn't even killed any oozes yet. Let me see if I can at least get one of those out.
Everyone.
And you also have to avoid the gas over here. He will you have to avoid this whole little AoE area, else you'll take a lot of damage. And that's the other thing you have to worry about when you're tanking the ooze flood. Yeah, I don't want to. That's bad. Gotta get out of here. So as you have the oozes, oh shit!
News, everyone! The slime is flowing again.
Am I? Okay, it goes away. He hasn't cast any oozes yet, but I'm not gonna let him. I'm gonna go and kill him, and we're gonna get out of here. Bad ooze, daddy. Rib spreader. That sounds like a dagger. Tiny little dagger. Okay, now we can go fight 2. I was going to show you what you had to do. That's why I ran into it. You're supposed to stay out of it, but it really didn't do much damage to me. Anyway, now we can go to Putricide. He is kind of a weird fight, but again, it's not going to be a problem, but hopefully I'll be able to show you some stuff. There is a trap before you get to him, though, which we have to go ahead and take care of real quick. So one tank here can board an abomination, and they have to run around eating slime on the ground, which lets them attack more ads and stuff like that. It's going to be a little complicated to show all this stuff. I don't think I can get into an abomination as a solo player, but or I probably can, but I don't think it'll actually. It might not let me finish the fight. Oh no, I'm in danger. Ba 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 ba. I am not in danger of dying. I think I just have to wait. Just wait until these guys kind of stop spawning, which just happened. Anyway, Putricide, bad guy. One of the tanks has to run up to this little bench he's on and become Abomination. The Abomination is kind of a bigger... Let's see if I can get into there. I don't know if it'll let me actually finish the fight, but at least I can show you what happens. So there'll be ads popping around as you fight Putricide, and the Abomination will be able to slow them as the ranged DPS will take them down. And then around 80% of his health, he'll go into phase 2, which he will start throwing down gas bombs and malleable goo on the ground, which have to be avoided. And then in phase 3, you have to start doing crazy amounts of damage, because that's when you have to start taking them out. he will start casting Mutated Plague on himself. I think that's the one thing you have to avoid, because he'll do it pretty quick, and once he gets to a few stacks, he will start kind of enraging and wipe everybody out.
Good news, everyone. I think I've perfected a plan. To destroy all life on Azeroth.
There we go. I'm a bad guy now. So I don't think this is going to let me... Yeah, this is going to pop me out. So I can't really do much. He does way too much damage. That's more meant for a an ad kind of... that Abomination is supposed to handle ads, not do anything else. Certainly not fight the boss, because that's when it goes away. Oh no! So these are the ads that you have to kind of kill, I believe. Man, and I think having the Abomination here would be the one that would help you actually get these guys down. Unfortunately, I no longer have Abomination. And they will do different things to you, and they're bad, and what? I can't actually, so, yeah. I don't think I can actually kill that. I think you need to have a Abomination around to help you out with these people, but...
What? Where'd those come from?
Putricide. Malleable goo. That's not good. Slows casting and attack speed by 250%. I don't like that at all. Gas bombs on the ground.
Two oozes, one room. So many delightful possibilities.
Shit. So obviously, the more ads you have here, the tougher it's going to be to get stuff down. But I hopefully am going to be able to just burn him at this point. He is also drinking potions for himself to make him into weirder things. And I think this is his final form.
Excuse me.
Attacks cause the caster to become mutated further. Anyway, I'm going to try and kill him real quick because I don't think I'm taking any damage.
Fools, everyone. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Oh. Sutured cinch. Bunch of tokens. Still doing okay. On bag space. That's good stuff. Does the giant growth portion, fish, and spell from Sinjin Village still stack to make you ridiculously gigantic for 5 minutes? I don't know. I haven't played on WoW in a while. I know there's a bunch of potions that will still affect your size and your shape and everything like that. I actually probably still have some of the... Oh, I don't. That's not shared between characters. Or is it? Wait a minute. I'm a podling. I don't have many toys. I could have sworn I had more than that. Oh well. No, here we go. How'd that... I was about to say. 1 out of 21. So there are plenty of things that you can do now to still change your... I can be a dwarf person, electrical dwarf guy. I can be a... orc. Swashbuckler of the Iron Seas. There are plenty of these little cosmetic things that you can do to change your stuff around. I can even witness the arrival of the Naru, if I would like to. That's really boring. And I can image of Archmage Vargoth. There are plenty of toys around that will do any kinds of crazy stuff for you. Next up is the Blood Elf, Blood Prince Council and their queen up here. Let me go ahead and make sure I know what I'm doing. So there are 3 princes here, and they, I believe you kill one, kill them all, but only one of them can be hit at a time. So you have to kind of switch between the characters as they get this little spell that lets them become immune to all damage, which you'd think would be handy to have at all times, but they kind of share and share alike. So Valinor. Oh, let me clear out these ads real quick while I talk about this stuff. Valinor. There are 3 princes up here. They're all kind of dead at the moment, I think, but they're about to get re-resed by Lanathiel. So anyway, the 3 princes up here. One of them is needs to be tanked at range. One of them needs to be just killed. And there are, gosh, how to explain? One dude will summon these little balls that float down to the ground, and you have to kind of hit them to keep them off the ground. Every time you hit them, they go back up. Another dude will shoot fireballs out at the raid, and you have to. They have a target that they want to hit, but if they hit other people in the raid on their way to that target, they'll do less damage. So you kind of have to kite them through other groups of people before they hit you. And then Keleseth does shadow damage. And that's kind of the basics of it. Roar.
Foolish
I'm...
You thought us
Yeah, they do have a shared health pool.
easily.
Again, only one can be killed at a time, but the other 2 will still do damage to the raid, so you have to kind of keep them under control, at least their abilities under control, as they...
Their might combined. Rise up, brothers, and destroy our enemies.
I don't have a sheet. I have notes on my other
Naxanar was merely a setback.
Google Docs.
The power of the
Otherwise, this would be
Valinor
me
will
wandering
have
around
his
wondering what the hell is going on. So the Invocation of Blood means they can be attacked, but they also do more damage. So their abilities will do different shit. But since I can attack him, Shadow Prison does not sound good.
Blood will flow.
Yeah, Shadow Prison. So this is one thing that will stack up as you remain still. Or will stack on you as you move. You have to remain still in order to actually get this to go away. But of course, since the other dude will summon these little blood orbs, that there's a kinetic bomb that will hit the ground if you don't attack it. So a few people down here have to get those things off the ground. And there's also the other dude summoning like blood, you know, the big old whatchamacallums, the blood orbs that will do plenty of damage if they actually hit you. Oh shit!
For the power of the orb flows.
And now the other guy has them. But since they have a shared health pool, the fact that only one of them can be damaged at any given time is not that big of a deal. Since they all kill one, you kill them all. What's going on, dude? Jeez, that's rude.
Delight in the pain.
Delight in the pain. You're gonna die.
They come.
Silk spindle. Held in offhand. What the hell is that thing? Little dorky looking thing. The Alt-J journal will show boss abilities too. I think that is true. I think they added Wrath recently. Yeah. I don't know if they actually have abilities. I think they only have gear on this part at this point. And they have but I don't think they have the actual strats or abilities or anything like that. So here's Blood Queen Lanathiel coming up here. Pop her down real quick. Haha! I used that blood thing, and now I'm very powerful for a second. Empowered blood, damage done increased by 100%. Spells have no cost and are instant. Melee and range attack speed increased 100%. That went away too quick. So range? Oh, I didn't realize this guy's interrupt is ranged. That's pretty crazy. I didn't actually realize that. Most melee classes have a kick or a stun or something like that where you can interrupt spell casting. This guy's really doing a great job of hitting me. Oh, you did hit me. Okay. I did not realize that could be done at range on this character. That's pretty cool. Blood Queen Lanathiel. She has a lot more health than anybody else in this raid, at least up till now. She's pretty powerful. She's the leader of the San Lian, kind of the blood elf people who like to be around Arthas. So it's a very intense DPS race and also a battle for survival. Even a single death can mean a wipe. So you have to have 2 tanks on her at the same time because she has a thing called Blood Mirror, which will stack, which will double the damage. Anytime she hits the main tank, she'll also hit the next closest target, which should be the secondary tank. This is a really tough fight to show in solo because it's very much based on group mechanics. She will also do this thing called a vampiric bite on a character, which will they will do double damage and heal themselves, and they'll do no threat. So they get really powerful really quick, but after 75 seconds, they get mind controlled, and then they'll start to wipe the raid. Before that happens, you have to do as much damage as you possibly can. Then that character has to bite someone else and give them that buff too. So then there are 2 characters of vampiric bites. And then as time goes on, those people bite 2 people, and those people bite 2 people, and those people bite 2 people. And all DPS, you have to have every DPS bitten in order to do enough DPS to kill her before she enrages. She also does a huge amount of AoE damage to the whole raid. And she can get 3 characters to do like a big bomb thing unless they get close to each other. So the main thing is that vampiric bite stuff. You would have to have enough DPS to take her down before all the... eventually everybody in her raid would be bitten. And at that point, if they start timing out, they'll become mind controlled and start wiping the raid. So it's kind of a cool fight. I can't actually show you any of that stuff because I am solo. I'm a solo orc, demon hunter.
You have made an unwise decision.
So I'm taking 4,000 damage every 2 seconds. Not a big deal. I don't actually know if she can really do much to me as a solo player. I don't think there's really much that she has any chance of doing anything to me for. So I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm gonna go and kill her. Because there's really not much I can show you. There, I have this buff now, the Essence of the Blood Queen. Damage increased by 100%. If I let this tick all the way down, I'll be mind controlled and this fight will be over. So I really do have to kick her out. Sorry, Blood Queen.
We were all getting along. So, well.
And that fight went pretty quick because it kind of had to. And then all of a sudden, chandelier fell through. From nowhere. Okay. Yeah, this raid was meant for 10 or 25 man people, so some of these mechanics are not going to be shown super well, and I apologize about that. So there's only, I think there's only 2 more bosses in here. Valithria I can't actually do because I can't heal, so I will have to walk around her, but I'll at least try to explain kind of some of the stuff that she can do.
Ready your arms, my argent brothers. The Vrykul will protect the Frost Queen with their lives.
Even dying here beats spending another day collecting reagents for that madman Finkelstein.
Enough idle banner. Our champions have arrived. Support them as we push our way through the hall.
I gotta heal myself. Pop. So this is a little vignette kind of thing.
You have once fought beside me, Croc, but now you are nothing more than a traitor. Come, your second death approaches.
So here I'm supposed to help these guys get up to this lady up here, and then I think it's supposed to take longer than the way I do it, because usually I don't think I see all the triggers here that would actually get some of the storytelling stuff that should be happening here. So I'm gonna try and take it a little slow, see if I can do this. So I think these people are supposed to die as you walk forward. Like at least one of them is supposed to be kind of taken out on each fight. But that's not going to happen because I'm just too powerful for this stuff. Can I? I can't. Oh, I can cast that at range too. 30 yards. Holy mackerel. I am learning new things here. Learning that... Oh, shit. Oh, okay. That's what it was. You're dead. Okay. Whenever I've done this, I've kind of blazed through as quickly as possible. which is not going to work here. But I'll see if I can let at least let the scripted stuff happen here. Somebody else supposed to die? Okay. That's not interruptible.
Hurry, before that Valkyrie picks us off.
Hurry before the burn my renames. Racial abilities are still in. Yes, so the Taurans still have their War Stomp and stuff like that. They've kind of nerfed a lot of them over time, but there are still plenty of. I have Shadow Meld somewhere in here. I never use Shadow Meld at all. Touch of a Loon. Where's Shadow Meld? There it is. Yeah, so as a Night Elf, I have Shadow Meld, which I never ever use. Okay. So now more talking, I think.
We must bring her down quickly.
Foolish Croc. You brought my reinforcements with you. Arise, Argent champions, and serve the Lich King in death.
No!
Denied a death by flame. You must all burn.
So the guys who were with you before are now resurrected and not happy.
I'll draw her attacks. Return our brothers to their graves. Then help me bring her down.
Okay. So these guys would be kind of a mini. These guys aren't technically raid bosses or anything like that, but they would be a little tougher than normal dudes. So I'm gonna kill him again, which makes sense because she could just totally resurrect them again, I suppose. I mean, they're not gonna chop them in half or something.
They died so easily. No
I haven't been
matter.
impaled. What are you talking about? Oh no! What does that do? 10% of maximum health every second. I am stunned. Hopefully I can get the fuck out of here. Shit! It's an impaling spear! God damn it! I think I'm boned again. I think I've been boned. Oh man! I should have just. I don't think this wears out. This has no timer.
I cannot hold her back.
Oh, here we go. You're gonna help me out? No. God damn it. Well. And he's gonna die pretty soon too. Awesome. Great stuff, everybody.
I cannot hold her back any longer.
You're dead, dude. You're in Frost Zone over there. Don't talk to me about. Ugh. Can I get out of here? Any button I can hit. I think Metamorphosis should let you pop out of stuff like this. That's my opinion.
Champions, I cannot hold her back any longer.
Yeah, I know. I can't do shit about it, buddy. What do you want me to do? I can't Shadow Meld. I can't do shit. I don't have a PvP trinket that would get me out of it. I don't actually think this is a real stun, though. It says stun, but I don't think I can actually get out of this, even if I did have a trinket or something like that. So, yeah. I'm going to use the restroom again. What do you think?
Champions, I cannot hold her back any longer.
Alright, I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll come back. Send me more questions in the chat room. giantbomb.com/chat. Make sure you at Rory in the chat to make sure I see it. Alright, let me type in here. Reply to this. There, I just said something. Reply to this. Reply to that. Send me questions about anything you'd like. And I'll be back in 2 seconds of a shake of a cat's tail. Hopefully I'll be dead. I doubt I'll be dead, but we might have a little downtime to, might have a little downtime. Okay, I'm back. Let me check my beer level. Still acceptable. I'm gonna get another one real quick. I'll be right back.
Champions, I cannot hold out back any longer.
Beer level was acceptable, but not optimal. So I've solved that problem. Alright, I'm gonna start not doing anything. This might have a timeout at some point, but she might die. Or I'll die eventually at some point, so hopefully that'll happen. Alright, I'll start answering some questions if you guys have any. Feel free to please send me questions. Perdido wants to know, is there a place to watch the past Raid-trospectives? Yes, it's on my personal YouTube channel, which I will go ahead and find for you real quick. Nope, I don't want to do that. Window. So I have been kind of archiving these on my personal YouTube channel. That's where I stream from. I think eventually we'll start doing them in the Giant Bomb YouTube channel as well, and probably start archiving them on the site maybe. I have a lot more to do before we get done to this stuff. I know this is compelling video content, which everybody loves so much. But yeah, so far they're on my their personal. Yeah, there should be a suicide command, but I don't think there is. Because what happens when you have suicide commands is that people will do that when they get in PvP to prevent, you know, the other person from getting a kill. There should be like a 10-second cooldown where you can kill yourself, but I don't think that works here. What is the rarest mount I have? I do not really farm for mounts. I don't have very mounts at all. Very many. I have 43 mounts. I have most of the basic ones you get. I got a few of the ones from Tim Encourage. But the rarest mount I have is definitely the big Blizzard Bear. This is 2008 BlizzCon. Let me take up a look and see how much this is worth on eBay right now if you still have the card. This last I checked was like $300. Holy fuck! $1,300 this mount is worth now if I could actually if I still had that card I could sell it. Woo-wee! $1,300 for this mount here. So this is you could only get it at BlizzCon in 2008, and it is no longer available. It has not been updated in terms of looks, so it's still pretty blocky and old, but it's pretty rare. Every once in a while, I'll see somebody out in the wild who has one too, and you'll kind of stop and like tip the cap to somebody else who has a pretty rare mount. I don't think it's the rarest mount in the game. Probably the Silver Strider, the see-through one that you can only get after doing a bunch of grinding is probably the rarest one. But I could sell my account if I ever wanted to sell my account. That might work. That'd be worth a little bit of money. Ooh-wee. In the help button, there's an auto unstuck, which kills you, but it requires a cast time. I'm almost dead, so I think I'll just let it go. Which zone am I going to start with? Let me turn off this fucking sound here. What zone am I going to start with in Legion? I haven't actually looked at any of the zones in Legion. I've been kind of keeping myself pure. Not pure, but I kind of want to go in. Oh, she's kicking me now. Kick me when I'm down. God damn it. That's no fun. So I will get there. I'm really looking forward to it. It's only going to be 8 days away. So it's pretty close. What's my favorite point in WoW's history? I gotta say, Wrath of the Lich King was really fun. I was always a tank, and when Wrath was when they started to change tanks away from doing high threat to just high damage. So as a warrior tank running around doing thunder clap or whatever that zone stun thing in front of you, it was really fun to go through Wrath. Cataclysm was probably my downside, but I really like Mists too. So it's been kind of off and on. I think there are probably like 2 teams working on alternating. I heard there are 2 teams that are working on alternating expansions, which kind of makes sense because some of them definitely feel like Star Trek movies, where the alternate ones are the best ones. How do you feel about how Blizzard has pruned a number of abilities each class has? So that definitely feels weird now, but I know that when when we get our artifact weapons, there will be more abilities to use. So I'm feeling that'll fill in some of the gaps in the rotation at this point. But yeah, it definitely feels like there's some times in my, especially my paladin, it just feels like he has. Sometimes he just has nothing to do. So I'm hoping that will be kind of fixed a little bit when we get the expansion. Does this game have rock and roll racing or Lost Vikings Easter eggs? This game has a million different Easter eggs to pop culture references up and down, up the butt. It's really, really rife with that kind of stuff. I don't know specifically about old Blizzard games, but you know what? Draw them back to us and we'll assist you. How about I just run in here and start ripping shit up? I think that might be the plan here. My aggro range is really, really... let me make sure I know where everybody is here with my fell energy. This is a really goofy addition to the game. I'm not really sure what the point of it is, but... anyway, I'm just going to try and go hard here and kill this lady before she kills me. If I can get past everybody. This is not the way I'm supposed to fight this fight, which might have broken all the scripting. So, okay. I guess I do have to go back. And at least start the fight here. So let me do that real quick. And this time, oh, there she comes. Come on, everybody! My Demon Hunter does about 10% of the damage I'm doing. Is that due to the low armor of who you are fighting? When you get to... Oh, shit. These guys are all going to die. That's not... I think that'll break the scripting, too. That is because I'm doing a low-level dungeon. You do massively more damage to things that are lower level than you are. Shit! God damn it. Do I even have to do this? I think I do have to kill her. It'll reset in a second. God damn it. Ugh! Poopy. Yeah, you do way more damage to things that are low level than you, and you take way less damage than they should be doing to you, which is the only reason I'm doing crazy amount of damage. This should reset in a second. I'm sorry about that. Do I have any advice for soloing old raids? Anything up to Cataclysm, you should be able to do solo. Some of the Cataclysm heroic stuff will have weird... stuff that you have to be careful about. But Cataclysm 25-man normal, if you're level 100 and you have any kind of decent gear, you should be able to do most of the stuff. I really like tank classes for soloing stuff, especially a paladin or a monk. You can heal yourself. You can you can go pretty quick. That would be my recommendation for a class if you're looking for that. Soloing stuff is fun. I enjoy doing all the stuff I didn't see back in the day. So yeah, it can be really fun, but it's not very difficult. I mean, none of this stuff is really super challenging unless I do something really stupid, which knowing me, very likely. I'm trying. Okay, I'm gonna try and take her out real quick this time.
Reinforcements will arrive shortly. We must bring her down quickly.
Foolish Croc. You brought my reinforcements with you. Arise, Argent champions, and serve the Lich King in death.
No!
Come, Scourge.
Okay, you're dead. You're gonna die.
Is truly worthy of the title of champion.
And you're dead. 5 gold? Thanks, buddy. Why don't you go help those guys out?
Return our brothers to their graves. Then help me.
Yeah, Razor Gore probably is still the toughest one to solo. That's a very tricky fight unless you have a lot of ways to do big aggro to the entire room. A monk makes it really easy with the totem thing that does pulses aggro to everybody nearby. That makes it pretty simple, but apart from that, you can really have a hard time unless you can heal yourself to get aggro. Okay, so this fight here is kind of interesting. I'm not going to be able to do it. This is the one fight in here I can't do because I do not have any healing abilities. So these archmages are keeping this dragon here kind of pinned to the ground and also half health. This is one of the weird fight because you actually have to kill all these people. Then you have to heal Velithria. She has to be healed back to 100% to complete the encounter. There are going to be a bunch of ads that come in from each side as well that have to be kind of taken care of. But the main thing here is splitting your healing between Velithria and the raid members who are going to get hit. There's a few things you can do to boost your healing, like really boost it a lot, and that kind of has to be used on her because she needs about 9 million health to be restored to her. Let me see if there's anything crazy here. Yeah, healers have to take portals into the Dream or Nightmare, and you have to fly around to get stacks of healing vapor, and that will help you do a lot more healing than you would be otherwise. And since I can't do it, even if I tried to aggro this, I wouldn't be able to heal her, so I can't actually do this encounter at all. So I'm just going to avoid it. I'm going to say bye. If I was a paladin or a monk, I'd definitely be able to do this, but unfortunately I cannot. So I'm going to probably miss out on an achievement or something for this character, but... We're going to move on to Sindragosa, which is Illidan's kind of pet dragon. He likes his ice worms quite a bit, as it turns out. I could do it with first aid, but here are my professions. This is a new character. I don't even have first aid. Oh, okay. This is annoying. Also, the fact that I'm doing so much damage is because of this raid buff thing. After raids unlock, they'll start increasing the health you do, healing you do, and damage you do to make things easier on people who aren't like cutting edge raiders. This whole thing's a trap, oddly enough. This big, ominous looking room. It's not actually empty.
Quickly, stop them!
Go figure. And you can't actually kite here, I don't think. You can't go around a corner and actually like get them all to follow you because it will despawn. You have to start the whole thing over. So I'm just let them come in. I'll let them all fight. Let them fight. It takes a while for them all to spawn, but I'll just keep popping this thing and running around and hitting buttons. This can take a little while, unfortunately. It's just a bunch of spiders and these guys. You don't get to attack me. Do I plan on using the Legion Invasions to level any alts? Not at the moment. I really am pretty happy with that. I mostly play tanks. Those are all at level 100. So I really don't have a huge amount of need to level any alts. Maybe I'll try to get a DPS up there or something like that, but it just seems like a lot of, especially at low level, you don't have a flying mount to get around. It just seems like it'd be kind of ridiculous, but I'm pretty happy with all the characters I have. All my tanks are level 100, ready to go for Legion when it comes out. I'll probably start with a Paladin just because it's what I'm most familiar with. Still seems like it's pretty powerful. I do not like the way Warriors tank now at all. I played a little bit of that last night at level 100, and I just do not really appreciate most of the changes they made to that. I'm not a dwarf. I'm just fighting big characters. This is my character here. And all these guys are just kind of... Ugh, so many of them. And I have to kill... There we go. Did it open up? Am I good? Okay. There's Spine Stalker. Is that the... No. Frost Queen. So again, this is another fight that would be more impressive if I had more people here. There are going to be two of these dragons here, and once you kill them both, we're going to pop out Sindragosa. And she is not super terrible to fight as a solo player. The main thing that she does is kind of not really relevant as a soloer. These guys out. Take this guy out. Actually, I can mount here. Okay, cool. Let me sell some shit. Rousing music. All these markers I can't use. Let me use the other guy. That sounded so annoying.
Browse at your leisure.
Browse at your leisure while you fight these dragons. So I'm probably going to forget something for Cindergrosa here, but the main thing is that she will... Well, let me kill these guys
May
first.
your days be long
Get onto
and
her.
your hardships few.
Hello! And here comes Cindergrosa. My baby skeleton people.
Who have come to this place? The icy winds of Northrend will consume your souls!
I got him out. Cindergrosa does all the usual dragon stuff. She'll do tail swipes, frost breath. She has a permeating chill, frost aura. Frost breath, here it comes. I didn't actually take notes on her because I don't think a lot of this stuff is super relevant as a solo player, but the main thing she would do when she goes through a different phase is to freeze certain people in ice blocks and then pop up into the air and do a big, huge AoE damage to the entire raid. You would have to hide behind your other players in the ice blocks to prevent that from hitting you. Then you have to break them out of the ice blocks. So you kind of have to do enough damage to them. Shit, this might... I don't know if this will actually kill me or not. Blistering cold. Chill to the bone. Frost breath. Okay. I don't know if this actually going to do anything to me or not. So I think that big thing that she just did would freeze people, and you have to kind of go out and start chopping away their ice blocks, but then you also have to kind of prevent her from... Oh, yeah, see, that is what I think you had to hide away from. So this is kind of the complicated thing, where you had to have people frozen in ice blocks. You had to start chipping away at their ice blocks to make sure they were almost free by the end of this phase, but you also had to hide behind their ice blocks when these things hit, and pow, and popped. Obviously, he's not doing too much damage to me, but...
Now, feel my master's limitless power and despair!
I don't know what that means. Ice Tomb, shit! I can't be hit by Ice Tomb or else I'll die. Or, I think... Yeah, shit! Okay, whew. I don't even know if I could be hit by Ice Tomb, but I don't even want to chance it because that is basically when you start to get frozen again. And we all know that when you get frozen, there's a lot of downtime. Have I seen the skip? I don't know what that means. Okay, one more boss fight. It's the biggie. Doop. Oh no! I was typing a tweet and then I okay. Okay, here we are. Moving on up, moving on up. Yeah, so people are already talking about getting blown off the the pedestal up here. I think I'll be okay, but we'll see. Oh, these guys are still waiting for me to come out and kill him. Sorry, bud. I very well might die here on Arthas. He's no joke. He can still do a lot of damage to you. Not damage so much as he does have a lot of stuff that will bounce you off of his little pedestal and pop you, and that would kill you pretty much dead. I think I just walk in here, right? Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna walk up here real quick so you can see what the Lich King is. This is Bolvar 4 Dragon up here. He's been like kind of burned alive by the Lich King. Or iced alive, I'm not sure. I don't actually really know who Bolvar is. I'm not up on all my lore stuff, but he's pretty important, I guess. And here's Arthas. Hey Arthas, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. How you like that? Yeah? You like that? You like that? You gotta get your glamour shots in here. Do a little dance with them. This model's really cool. I've always liked how they made Arthas look in this game. Back it up, back it up, back up, back it up. Anyway, the Lich King. High Lord Tyrion Fordring is down here right now, and I'm going to go ahead and start this whole fight. He is mad at Arthas for being corrupted by Ner'zhul and becoming the Lich King and killing a billion people. I don't know why he's so much bigger than I am. Like, I'm basically dick height. He's got the Ashbringer, which is a cool model for a weapon. I think that's going to be a Paladin weapon in Legion. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's get this started because I got a lot of talking.
So, the light's vaunted justice has finally arrived. Shall I lay down Frostborn and throw myself at your mercy, Fordring?
We'll grant you a swift death, Arthas. More than can be said for the thousands you've tortured and slain.
You'll learn of that firsthand. When my work is complete, you will beg for mercy, and I will deny you. Your anguished cries will be testament to my unbridled power.
So be it. Champions, attack!
Thanks for the help, High Lord Tyrion Fordring. You did a good job. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see what's going on here. So the Lich King is a multi-phase fight. It's going to take a little while to get through. The important thing too, he will have ads here, which is bad. And these ads actually have a fair amount of health, or they would if I was actually level 70. Oh shit! Oh! Well, there you go. That's the first. There we go. First death of the day. I was not paying too much attention there. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, he will put these little bombs on the ground, and if you hit them, you get knocked away right quick. Yeah, so that's the first death of the day. There might be more. We'll see. Yeah. So the way the ads work in this fight are actually really interesting. He has this thing called Necrotic Plague, which he'll cast on party members, and when it's dispelled or when it counts down, it'll warp to somebody nearby. The thing is, it can actually warp to enemies. So you have to kind of get the, and as it bounces from character to character, it will actually gain in strength and do more damage, and it'll also help out Lich King too. Pardon my burps. So the kind of thing you have to do is bounce the Necrotic Plague that he casts on you and dispel it while the character is near an enemy to get it on the enemy and make it kind of bounce around that way. And that's one of the only ways to kill these guys because they have so much health, or they did back in the day. Yes.
We'll grant you a
awesome.
swift death, Arthas. More than can be said for
And
the
he will also
thousands
cast
of
these little bombs on the ground, shadow traps, which well, again will knock you off the entire thing unless you lucky enough to get hit into one of these things, which is you can't really count on it. You got to be mobile. You can't really move around in circles like I was doing before. Well, maybe I can double jump in midair, but I don't think I had any. I'm not sure if I had any actual control of my character at that point, but we'll see.
So be it. Champion!
Anyway, that's phase 1. You got ads. You got to bounce the necrotic plague onto them, and then you also have to keep on moving to avoid getting knocked off by a shadow trap, because the shadow traps can be laid down. Let's see if I can see him do it. There's an infest. Summon dredge ghouls. Oh shit! There's a shadow trap. So you gotta watch out for this fucking thing, because that turns into that, and that's when you don't want to be standing there or run over it later on. Anyway, I'm just gonna start popping on him. Keep moving, everybody, and avoid the shadow traps. I don't even think he announces it. Okay, here we go. This is phase 1.5, Remorseless Winter. He will start doing a big AoE to anybody nearby and start summoning these raging spirits. So you have to be as far away from him as possible while avoiding the raging spirits. I think they silence people. I'm not really sure. Ice spheres will do the same thing that the traps did. They will knock anybody out that they hit. So you have to DPS them down as they come at you, while you stay as far away as possible from Arthas, because he's doing a lot of damage over there. And you have to keep an eye on what Arthas is doing too, because eventually he will stop doing this whole phase. This is basically a survival phase. You can't actually do much here except live. Kill ice spheres. Kill raging spirits. Make sure no ice spheres hit you, because that's pretty bad. There! Okay, yep. Gotta get away from that. Oh shit, no! No, no, no! Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh, that was close. Oh man. That was really, really close. Wow. Ooh, that was really close. If that ice sphere had hit me, I would have been dead as a doornail. What is he casting now? So these Valkyrs will start spawning in now. I can't actually do much to them because they can't do anything to me. This is mostly a 10 or 25 man thing. They will pick up people from the raid and start wandering off to the side and drop them off. So you have to... Defile is a bad one too. Defile will actually spread outwards as it hits people, I think. The more damage it deals, the bigger it gets, and that can actually take over a lot of the space here. So you have to be very, very careful about. Now we got a repeat of phase 1.5 here. So those Valkyrs will grab people from the raid and start wandering off to the edge of the surface and drop them off. So they had to be killed pretty quick before they actually did that. I couldn't actually attack them because I have nobody else. They haven't grabbed anybody yet. So you got to stay back out on this little ice ring here, but you have to make sure that you know when he is about to make it all break apart. And if you don't, obviously, get back on the platform when he makes it break, then you are not going to have a good time. You're going to be dead. And then coming up soon, we're going to have... I think the last phase is going to come up after this. I want to say phase 5 or phase 4. I don't know. There's a bunch of phases in this fight. There are a lot of phases. Yep. Get away. Make sure there's no ice spheres here. I think this is when you start getting sucked into Frostmourne. Yep, here we go. Frostmourne hungers! So, a few people in your raid will actually get warped inside Frostmourne. His demon, or his awful blade, his evil sword, his cursed sword, blah, blah, blah. And here is Terranos Menethil, his dad, who he killed, Arthas killed in Warcraft 3. He's been sucked into the sword here. This is apparently pretty fucking hard, or was pretty hard back in the day. These guys will drop down, and if they hit you, you die. You take a lot of damage. And I think if anybody dies inside Frostmourne, I believe the Lich King gets about 500% extra damage outside, which sounds like a wipe to me. Or at least it would have been back in the day. I don't have to worry about it, because those guys are not doing any damage to me. But I believe it would have been bad back in the day. Let's see if Defile actually does spread. Is that getting bigger? I can't tell if it's actually doing any damage to me. And now we got Vile Spirits out here too, so we got to be careful about these guys dive bombing you. But I think if I've gotten this far, I should be able to start taking out Illidan. I could go back into the sword if I wanted to, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and take him out. How about that? As long as I don't get knocked off or anything like that. I got to get him down to 10% health. And here we go. Got him. So that should have killed me. I should be dead right now.
Overcame every challenge I laid before you. My mightiest servants have fallen before your relentless onslaught.
I should be lying down dead, but it doesn't do enough damage to kill me. Is the problem.
Is it truly righteousness that drives you? I wonder. You trained them well, Fordring. You delivered.
So there should be a raid full of dead people on the ground here, but there is not.
Right into my hands, exactly as I intended. You shall be rewarded for your unwitting sacrifice. Watch now as I raise them from the dead to become masters of the Scourge. They will shroud this world in chaos and destruction. Azeroth's fall will come at their hands, and you will be the first to die. I delight in the irony.
Light, grant me one final blessing. Give me the strength to shatter these bonds.
No more, Arthas! No more lives will be consumed by your hatred!
Free, at last. It is over, my son. This is the moment of reckoning. Rise up, champions of the light!
Now you all get resurrected, and you all have to DPS him down. He can't do anything. Keep talking, buddy. So apparently if you refuse to be resurrected there, Tyrion actually DPS him down, but it takes about 40 minutes apparently. I, on the other hand, can do pop, and pop, and pop.
Father, is it over?
At long last.
No king rules forever, my son.
I see. Only darkness before me.
Without its master's command, the restless scourge will become an even greater threat to this world. Control must be maintained. There must always be a Lich King.
The weight of such a burden. It must be mine, for there is no other.
Tyrion! You hold a grim destiny in your hands, brother. But it is not your own.
Bolvar! By all that is holy.
The dragon's flame sealed my fate. The world of the living can no longer comfort me. Place the crown upon my head, Tyrion. Forevermore, I will be the jailer of the damned.
No, old friend. I cannot.
Do it, Tyrion! You and these brave heroes have your own destinies to fulfill. This last act of service is mine. I must be forgotten, Tyrion. If the world is to live free from the tyranny of fear, they must never know what was done here today. Tell them only that the Lich King is dead, and that Bolvar Dragon died with him. Now, go. Leave this place, and never return.
Somebody in the chat is asking why that has to be a secret. I think it's because they don't want anybody to know that the Lich King is still out there, just for peace of mind, I suppose. Like, they don't want everybody to always... The Lich King has been the scourge of Azeroth for, 10, 20 years at this point. 10 years? I don't know what the time frame is. But I guess Bolvar kind of wants everybody to think that they have a little peace and quiet. Just maybe don't go to Northrend for a while. Maybe skip that. But since Illidan is back in Legion, I am quite sure that Bolvar will be coming along pretty soon as a boss. What did I get here? I think I've already got it all before. I got a polearm. Kind of neat. Blade of Lordaeron Kings. That's a heck of an axe. And I got a few marks, which I don't really know what these do. I don't even know where to turn those in. I ain't going to worry about it. I got Primordial Serenite. That is... Can I talk to you?
There isn't much time.
Yeah.
Help me. So weak.
Okay, buddy. You take a nap now. Bye-bye, Bolvar. Can you even get Frostmourne? I forget if that's. I think that might be a legendary weapon or something like that. But this heroic Arthas does have a very, very rare mount drop, which is pretty cool. But I think it's like 1.1% or something like that. Anyway. Woo! That is Wrath of the Lich King. At least most of them. I think I might have skipped one or two of the other fights, but it sounds like some people have to get to wrestling. Let's see how close I am. Maybe I can do. Maybe I can do the big bad people fight. Hey, Sugar Beast. No, I think I'll probably call it a day. Maybe the next time I start up on Cataclysm. What do I have up coming up? Cataclysm. So Cataclysm is going to have some fun raids to Blackwing Descent, Bastion of Twilight. A lot of these are not super long. They're kind of just spread out. Like Firelands is basically a big zone rather than a linear raid. Bastion of Twilight I don't remember much of. Sinestra, Cho'Gall. I do remember that one. So a lot of these only have 4 or 5 bosses. They're not crazy. This one only has 2. And then Dragon Soul is the big bad one at the end, which is pretty tough. Even on, I can't even do it on a heroic. I can't get past Ultraxian. He'll wipe me out. I don't have enough DPS to do it. I already did the Coliseum. I did the Coliseum at the beginning of this fight. Yeah. So I'll call it a day. Maybe if I figured out that I skipped any, I'll come back and do them. But some of the only things I haven't done here yet are kind of the one-off boss fight things that get by pretty quick. So they're not super enthralling. Not like killing the Lich King. There's an Ashes of Alar. I see that more and more often nowadays. It just doesn't feel special anymore. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if I'll do anything this weekend, but definitely when Legion comes out, I'm going to. I don't know if I'll stream a lot of my leveling, because that's pretty boring to watch, I find. But once I get up to level 110, I'll probably start going through Cataclysm and probably some of the Panda raids too, now that I'll be able to solo them. And then after that, I guess we'll try to get through some of the Draenor stuff, if I can find LFRs or get some people to join in on those. And then we'll try to get through all the raids in Legion too. Probably do LFRs on those rather than actual hardcore raids, but we have a lot of stuff ahead of us. Okay. Alright, I'm going to call it a day. You guys enjoy your wrestling. Thank you for joining me on these streams. I always do appreciate it. It'll be on my personal YouTube channel. Next one will be on the Giant Bomb channel, so hopefully it'll be a little easier to find going forward. Anyways, thank you again. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good day.